Dale calavera, mira, mira calavera. 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 Dale calavera, mira.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, my name is Irma Ruiz and I am Irma Ruiz. And today we are doing some tarot card comedy with Mr. Spiro Siavelis.
That's right.
Yes, I actually had to practice his name because I was like Siavelis, Siavelasi. I felt like it was like a whole Harry Potter spell thing going on here, which is actually pretty awesome because it's tarot card comedy, ladies and gentlemen. So we are here in Las Vegas. And I have Spiro here. He's a local comedian who is one of the funniest guys here in Las Vegas. So I asked him if he will come sit with me and we could read some cards, you know. So I'm super excited to do this. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you so much. I'm excited. I got to get on your energy level.
I know.
Diet Coke Pepsi mix is probably something that that's
I said
where do
we're
you learn
not
to do
going to
that?
talk about that.
Where do you learn how to do that, though?
I don't know. Like, I'm a mixologist. I was like, vodka, Diet Coke, Pepsi. Not even Diet Pepsi, just regular Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi, gross.
But I have my special Mind Twist Comedy Cup, which is the name of my company. And
available for sale on all of her websites.
No, my sister got it for me for Christmas.
Never mind. Don't look at her websites for that. You won't find it.
But I should start selling these. So, we're going to read some tarot cards.
Okay.
And I was actually asking you if you believed in this sort of thing, because I actually get people who are so afraid of like messing around with this kind of stuff that they don't want to do it. So we do another one with the loteria cards, the Mexican bingo cards.
Yes.
So we have two different versions. I don't know if I believe in this or not.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? The reason that we started doing this was because during the pandemic, you know, we weren't doing any shows live. I happened to walk into my son's room and he had these tarot cards out. I was like, whoa, what is this? Are you like...
Yeah, that's like every horror movie beginning.
Yeah,
ever
I was
right
like,
there.
no. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, well, let's see what we can do with this.
Right.
You know, it's a pandemic. You know, people want to see new stuff online. So I was like, let's do something. We started pulling cards and it got pretty interesting. But I always did it like as a joke. Like I wasn't really sure if I believed in it or not. But then we'd start pulling cards and then it got a little creepy sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like I was telling the last comedian that we had a while back, that I'd have conversations with them, you know, and then we'd pull the card, and the card was directly related to the conversation.
Shit.
So it was backwards.
Right.
You know, like usually, like we pull cards to kind of tell the future, but the cards that we were pulling it was like basically teasing us, like, oh, this is what you were talking about, and here's the proof. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah,
Let's do this.
Cool.
Okay. So.
Oof. All right.
Are you ready?
I'm nervous.
Do you wanna...
I'm one of the people where it scares me, but like we were talking about before, at this point in my life, I feel like this might be a good thing for me to go through.
And why do you say that? Like, tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life right now, Spiro. You've got some really interesting and heartfelt things going on right now with you.
So some of you guys might know that my wife recently passed away.
Beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman. Amazing soul.
Tell them everything about her name, her age, everything.
Oh my God. Sarah Siavelis. We did the hyphen because she was a teacher, so we just figured everyone knew her as Miss
I didn't know she was
Siavelis.
a teacher.
She was a high school teacher. She taught this really dope class where they would actually they would talk about current events, but it was like a full-on full discussion class. She didn't have this is a test, this is this. Like she'd be like, you know, Black Lives Matter is the topic today, and then kids would talk about it, and she would always play devil's advocate to whatever. Like if everyone was like pro or anti, she would play the devil's advocate to get them thinking from all angles, so they can make their own.
So was
opinions.
it like a debate class?
It was like she created it in the school. It was like a debate, current events, social studies class. It was really cool.
That is cool.
But she loved that. She loved getting. She loved teaching. She loved the kids. She loved getting them out of their comfort zone. She loved trying to make the world a better place. And she was such a sweet person. She was 34. She was super young. And even until the last day, you know, there's bad days, good days, but she was always such a sweet person, loved everybody, never really. So
she passed stage 4 cancer.
Stage 4 cancer, breast cancer that spread to her lungs and her brain.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. And actually, before you came in here, I told my son, oh my God, please don't say anything stupid. Because as comedians, sometimes we say dumb things. And I was like, oh my God, Irma, please don't be dumb. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you mentioned something, and this is probably inappropriate, but you mentioned something on Facebook. You said you had COVID.
Yes.
While she was passing, so you didn't actually see like the process of the. Yeah.
So yes and no.
Just that last week.
So So yes and no. So I'll make it a long story short.
Okay.
Last February in 2020, right before the pandemic, she was actually put on hospice, and we were only told she only had a couple days left to live. Like it went south, and then right before the pandemic started, she miraculously came out of it. And she didn't fully recover. She still had everything, but her body recovered. She was essentially like back to normal. Like she was still getting her treatments and everything. So like we were kind of like, and
you were like, what?
We were kind of like, what? But the oncologist was like, it could go. The type she had was super rare, super aggressive, and fast spreading. So he's like, we're trying to stay ahead of it or even with it because it can go south really fast.
Yeah.
And after Christmas, like a week after Christmas, is when we really started to see the decline. And then I got COVID from traveling for stand up. So I didn't see her. So like she didn't have COVID or anything like that. But like, I think for her, she knew that her time was coming close because it was almost 2 months of a process of, and now that I read about it.
So she wanted it to be during that time, probably.
I am 110% confident in my soul that she did not want me to find her and have that be the last thing I saw of her. Because she knows that I'm super emotional, I'm a crier, I'm an overthinker, so I think she wanted the last thing I saw of her to be like us saying I love you, kissing each other goodbye. And I don't think she wanted me to wake up and find her like that.
So when I read that, like like I said, I didn't meet her.
Right.
I hadn't met her, but when I saw that post, I was absolutely sure in my heart that what you were thinking was accurate.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? Like
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
Yes.
So I know.
It came across, and I even told my husband, I was like. Well, I mean, I know you're 33, but I was telling him, I was like, look at what this kid wrote, and I guarantee it. I just feel it that exactly what he's thinking is exactly what happened. Like she, like you said, she wanted to keep you from maybe seeing some things that are not very nice to see, and so the memories that you have of her are
nothing but good.
Yes.
Obviously, there's sad moments, but
yeah,
like I think she wanted me to see those big, beautiful brown eyes looking at me, kissing me goodbye. Is the
like
last
being
image
able
I have.
to speak with her, and you know that. Yeah.
Right.
So awesome. Yeah. So that's actually, thank you for opening up. I wasn't sure if like you'd want to speak about that and stuff, so I was already ready to just like talk about everything else. So that's awesome that you're able to, you know, open up about that. So I really do appreciate that. And I'm sure a lot of people also had questions, and so we have people probably listening. I am live here. I'm actually on my page, Mind Twist Comedy. Okay. So I don't know if we have a lot of, because I haven't been on it in a while, but I'll share it later.
Okay.
But so also we'll be editing this, and it'll be on YouTube later on also. So let's start off. Let's do some tarot cards, and we'll start off with past, present, and future. Ooh, okay. The big three. And you can always tell, like, if they're working, if your past and present cards are pretty accurate, and then with that you'll see if like your future cards are pretty accurate.
Let's do it.
Okay, so touch them.
Touch which one?
Just,
any of them?
Just be like bring. Okay. So this is gonna be your past card. Here we go.
Alrighty.
Tragedy.
Wow, that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Didn't I just say?
I don't want to be on the podcast anymore. I'm scared.
But didn't I just say that the cards flip? Like we'll have a conversation, and then we'll pick a card, and the card is directly related to what we were just talking about. Isn't that weird? Okay, so
You're
yeah.
about to be on the
so you
Conjuring
just,
3.
I know. I'm a little scared. So yeah, past. So in your recent past, you had a pretty sad
Just a
situation.
little thing. A little bit.
Yeah, but you'll be okay. Okay, so let's see present. How are things going for you presently? I don't know about right now, but like let's say like within like this week. Present. The Ace of Swords. Mental clarity. I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And so do you feel like, do you use comedy to kind of get you over this hump, to kind of, because I just feel like if it weren't for comedy, like what would you be doing? Like would you just be at home just
Sulking.
Absolutely. Right.
I think, and that's scary accurate as well, because I'm going out of town this week for 3 weeks for comedy. It's my first time really going on the road for comedy in a long time, because obviously I needed to stay close to her. But unfortunate thing about her kind of having a slower demise, not like like I leave one day and then she's gone, is we got to talk about everything that she wanted me to do if it were to turn tragic.
Yeah.
And one of the things she said was like, I swear to God, if you cancel a single gig because you're moping over me, she's like, I will haunt you. And I believe her, because
I like her.
vengeful Italian woman. So absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, so that makes sense, because like I think I was scared of it, but I think this week I'm like excited to go and start, whatever the future is going to be.
So where are you going?
Colorado, Chicago, South Carolina.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you have a road buddy? Like who are you traveling with?
I'm not traveling with anyone to South Carolina. I'm traveling with my buddy Brian, who's he's out in Colorado, and he's originally from South Carolina. So we're doing like this like cool like theater out there, and like it's gonna be like a big homecoming for him. I have some TikTok fans that are coming from that area, so like
Nice.
so we're going there, but Colorado and Chicago by myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of blew up on TikTok there for
A little bit.
Yeah, I did a little bit. Okay. Now we'll put it towards the end. We'll put it towards the end. But now just tell people where they can find you on TikTok.
You can find me on any social media, really, at Spiro. So my name, Spiro, in that show. So Spiro in that show. All social medias except Snapchat. I don't do that. I'm too old for that stuff.
I have it, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to use it, and I'm
Yeah.
still kind of getting used to TikTok. It's a little
much.
a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna pick your future card. Are you ready? Bada bing, bada boom.
Something good.
Infatuation. Oh my God, how do I interpret that? Infatuation. Okay, let's pick another one. Or maybe you're infatuated with the thought
I am
that
infatuated
she's
with
watching
thought,
you.
Because a little background about us is, like I said, we knew each other. We were friends since we were 18. We became really good friends when we started working with each other. And then how we started dating was literally we were celebrating that she was leaving the casino industry to pursue teaching, that she got her teaching license. So I was like, let's celebrate. It wasn't like a romantic thing. It was like let's just go celebrate. I got a little too drunk because I'm a lightweight, and she was buying drinks. So I was like, okay. So she drove.
I like this lady.
She drove me home. We spent the night. We didn't do anything. We just cuddled. And from that night forward, 7 years, unless I was away for comedy, we never spent a night away from each other.
Wow.
So that's why I'm like, I maybe interpret that different, but like, I feel like she's still like around all the time because we were infatuated with each other. So I don't know if that's just me spinning it to how I want to feel about it.
And that's okay.
Right.
That's all right. I like that. Okay, but let's see on that question. I like that question.
Yeah.
But maybe it's a 2-part.
Maybe.
Maybe it needs 2 cards. Let's do another one. What do you want to ask now?
Is my career going to elevate by the end of this year?
Okay.
Very specific question.
That's very specific. Will it elevate? And here we go.
Good. Guess not. Yeah, guess it's not gonna elevate.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I want to play another game.
Yeah, this is not
Let's
fun.
get the Loteria cards.
My future looking grim.
Should we start over?
No.
No, we good.
No. Okay, we'll just leave that one
We're
out.
embracing the chaos.
No, but you know what? I don't know. Fuck. Shit. Those are weird. I don't like this. Okay, do
My life's
another one.
chaotic.
No, let me ask another one. Let me think.
Yeah, you ask. I'm not good at asking these questions.
Let me think. Spiro. Oh wait, let's just ask. This will be the test.
This will be the test.
Are you going anywhere tonight? Are you gonna go like back? You're gonna go to Backstop, or to
I'm going
the
to
dive bar?
the LA Comedy Club.
LA Comedy Club. Okay. How is Spiro's night going to be tonight?
Oh, shit.
Very specific. Right here. Hard work. Are you gonna be working on stage tonight?
I'm gonna be working on stage, and I literally from last night till like 2:00 this afternoon, I've been working on this new bit that I get super excited about. So,
I saw that.
makes sense.
So that does make sense. I
Burning
like
the
this.
midnight oil.
Because I was gonna say, let's see. Are you gonna try it out tonight?
I'm definitely gonna try it out. Tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me know how it goes. And hard work. Let's see. So can you talk about the bit or no?
I can talk a little bit about it. Yeah. Essentially, I was at my dad's house because I've been splitting time over there just for my own mental health. And we were having dinner, and he was just talking about when I used to play hockey when I was younger. He was just flashing back, and then he was telling me stories of things and the adults that were around me.
Okay, wait. I don't know why, but you were big in hockey, right?
Yeah. I played pretty high level.
Yes.
And then I got hurt.
Why do I know this?
Probably someone's probably brought it up from time, like from here or there.
Yeah, I think I might have heard it on a podcast or
Yeah.
something.
But I got hurt, so I had to.
Well, let me tell us a little bit before you go on with that. Like, who did you play for and where was it and stuff?
So I played juniors. It's like minor level, like it's
Yeah.
like the minor league level hockey. I played in Chicago, a little bit in Canada, California. So and then I got
Awesome.
hurt.
Yeah. See, I was like, am I psychic or did I know or did I hear it somewhere?
Maybe a little.
I don't know. I know. Okay, so go on, tell me.
So he was talking to me about these like people, like these. He was just telling these stories, and I'm like looking at him. I was like, "You remember, right?" But the stories were like he's like, "You remember that one kid, Sam? Yeah, Sam. His dad got drunk in a bar in Toronto and fought everybody, and then got arrested." I'm like, "Why would I know that? I was 11. Like why? Like,
You remember? You were there.
right?" And it was like I was like, how crazy would it be if you told me that? Like if you woke me up, you're like, guess what Sam's dad just did? Like when I was 11. And then he was saying that our team medic for the team was a recovering heroin addict. And I'm like, and like everybody knew it. He was a known, and I was like,
The medic
the team medic
was
was a recovering heroin addict. And I was just like,
Oh, he was recovered or recovering?
recovering, like in recovery. I was like, what? And you allowed him to be around a bunch of 11-year-olds? Like, if they got hurt, you'd have this guy take care. Like, this guy ain't gonna send us to the hospital alone. He's gonna fake an injury and come with us. Like,
Or he's gonna say they're hurt and then take their drugs.
right. Or like this guy probably didn't even have his medical cards. He probably just OD'd so many times that he just knows how to do CPR from firsthand experience.
Oh my god.
So the whole bit is like looking back on childhood things and realizing how like messed up it actually was with like an adult point of view.
Yeah.
Because like as a kid, like he was that guy that was like, he'd always swear around you, and he was always like chewing tobacco and be like, "You want some?" Like joking around. But you look back on it, you're like, oh, that's actually it's actually kind of fucked up when you think about it.
Exactly.
It's
like I remember when we were younger, or when I was a little kid, I remember my uncle giving my cousin beer.
right.
And my cousin was like 3 years old, and he was drunk.
Right.
And we were all like, isn't that
What a
so cute?
cool uncle.
Yeah, but I was like 11 at the time. Like you said, and now I think about it, I'm like, oh my god, that is horrible.
Right. Or everyone's had that uncle that's like, I don't know how to swim. They're like, just go in the pool. And they throw you in the pool. They're like, you'll figure it out. It's like that's attempted child murder.
Yeah.
Like, and
Oh my
everyone was
God.
cool with it.
I thought those were just Mexican uncles.
No,
Those are Greek uncles as well.
Greek, Italian, just white people in general are just weird. So we got it.
Oh my god.
So that's kind of the
Every family has that uncle. Yeah, so I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else are you gonna like put about your childhood that was?
I think I'm just gonna build off the fact of this team medic was a heroin addict. Like I played hockey and like this guy, like so I want to build the character of this guy. Like he wasn't. We thought he was shivering on the bench because he was cold, not because he was going through cold turkey. Like, you know what I mean? Like just all sorts of just building this character.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, that'll be great. That'll be great.
I'm excited for it.
So you're 33 because I was asking you earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means you were born in 87.
Mm-hmm.
87. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's cool that you can, because like so I'm 45, you're 33, so just a little.
We're in the same
aged,
realm.
Yeah.
Once you hit 21,
But
it's all the
isn't
same.
isn't it awesome that like our childhood compared to our adulthood are so different,
Mm-hmm.
and really anybody that was born after us really doesn't understand that difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I mean I could compare like cell phones, you know, like my dad, you know, being like, hey, you know, why didn't you call me?
Right.
You know, well, because my phone died. But back then in the 80s, it was like, because I ran out of quarters.
Right.
Like the differences are so different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, and that's great for a comedian because we have
absolutely.
so much to talk about. Just those comparisons.
Right.
It's awesome.
Right.
So yeah, so I want to know more about. I think you can really,
I think so too.
really build on that.
Absolutely.
You know, like just comparing your childhood to like the childhood that kids have right now.
Right, right. Because I would always just joke around offhand that like older people have the best stories because they didn't have technology or anything, so they just had to entertain themselves. Like you always know like some old guy that's like, we stole a Mustang when we snuck out of church and we crashed it, and then we just went to school the next day like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's like, and you sit there, you're like, man, I don't have stories like that. But now I'm starting to find out that my parents just sheltered me from those stories. I guess I do have
Right,
stories
there
like that.
are
I
stories.
just didn't know it. But kids now, they're not. They're like, I was on my iPhone the other day and there was drama all over Facebook. Crazy. Weird.
About a year ago, I was in Paris, Texas, a real small
Okay.
town. They had a comedy festival.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah. And I was just driving through a neighborhood, and I felt like I had gone through some sort of like time warp
Wow.
because there were kids outside, and they were talking to each other.
Rare.
They were throwing
that evil sun out
footballs.
there.
They were on bicycles. I was like, what is going on? Is this like the 1980s? I think even one of them was wearing like a leather jacket or like a tie-dye shirt.
Hey, yeah, this is like the retro stuff's coming back.
I know
It
it
is.
is. It is. I saw some kid the other day at a food truck park. She was wearing Reeboks. Like the old ones.
Old
Like she
ones.
bought them from a Goodwill.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, these are so retro. And I was just like, I think those are mine.
Yeah.
We look on the inside? I think it says Irma was here. Did you used to do that in high school? Did you used to like write on your tennis shoes like right here?
My mom would kill me.
neither,
My mom
yeah.
would have killed me if I did that.
Yeah, but I bought my shoes from Payless, so big deal. You probably bought fancy shoes. Just kidding. Okay, let's pull another card. For Spiro. Siavelis.
That's right, isn't it?
I know. Okay, here we go.
All right.
I'm feeling these cards. I'm feeling them. Okay, so this one right here. Bada boom. But we just did poverty. Whoa.
Maybe I'm gonna be poor by the end of this year, but long term.
No,
Maybe.
probably you're gonna have problems with the people that are supposed to be paying you on this road gig.
okay,
So
maybe.
maybe that's what that means.
Maybe,
But in the long run, when you come home, you're gonna be like, bada bing, I got money, honey. Luxurious right here.
Get it out of here. Yeah. Throw that paper.
Luxury. I like that one.
them.
Okay, let's pick some more. Let's see what we got here. Here's another one. Curiosity. Do you consider yourself to be a very curious person?
Very much so. Yes. I'm always asking questions. I'm always like, what's happening over here?
Are you, in your family, are you like the oldest, the middle, the youngest?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest. Okay.
Damn, we almost got
I don't know
over here.
why I asked that question. Yeah. Okay, I was saying. Okay. Okay. Let's get. I think we're. I feel like I'm getting a little off track. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question about something that I have no idea about.
Okay.
Okay, and then to see if the card is accurate.
Okay.
Okay. How is your relationship with your mother? Let's see.
The two of lions' heads coming out of weird bugles.
Oh, is that accurate?
Oh, yeah, I love my mom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
See? Okay, let me do another one.
She wanted some drama. She wanted some
No,
start.
that was actually pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so you say you're the older sibling, right?
Yes, man.
So I'm gonna ask something specific. Let me see. How is your relationship with the sibling? Do you have a sister?
Younger brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have no sisters?
Nope.
Okay. How is your relationship with your brother?
Guy holding a knapsack and a diamond flower.
New beginnings.
I guess, yeah. Interesting. Because he got out of a really long relationship too.
That's what I was about to say. Like either
So,
he's just getting married or.
Yeah, no, in July, finally, he got rid of the girl that he was dating. No one liked her. She was.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think I want to at least believe that she had the best intentions, but like definitely execution not there, and then the end
just
got a
wasn't
little
working.
weird. Yeah, so
How
How
long were they together?
Almost as long as me and Sarah, so about 6 years, I believe. So, yeah, he finally got rid of her. So I think
New beginnings.
I think we're both
Wow,
going
that's
through
crazy,
that process.
right?
Yeah. So cool.
That's interesting. Okay, I like that one. Okay. Let me think what else we can do. No, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pick a card.
Mm-hmm.
And you just tell me what it represents
Okay.
to you. Okay?
Okay.
What it means to you. So we have safety and security. Like when you see this, like what do you think of? Like, is it something that you have or something that you're trying to achieve or something you want to offer?
I think it's something. I mean, at least when it hit me, obviously, my mind is very much still with Sarah. So I think like she was my safety and security. Like I could tell her anything. I could trust her with everything. She was always very supportive of me and wanted like me to be okay. Like she was always like I said, even like with the whole like not wanting. I think it was her wanting to make sure that I was okay.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like it could be like I feel like I'm without that, or maybe it could even represent like that. I still have that. Like she's still. Like we talked about, like I still
said you feel her.
I feel
right?
her, I see her, I hear her from time to time. So I think
Like what do you mean? Like you hear her? Like you hear like
we used to make
doors, like or you hear her voice a little bit.
once we brought her ashes back. I swear, like I felt her because she was love her to death, but she never fucking slept at the right time. She was always up at 2-3 in the morning, and like I was always like, what do you like? And like she was so heavily medicated that sometimes she'd fall asleep standing up. So I was like, what's happening? Like what? Like I would wake up like alert. So like ever since we got her ashes, like I feel like I feel her like in the bathroom or like I hear something where like it immediately triggers me back to like she's here. We loved koalas, so we'd always like squeak like to each other to let each other know that like we were okay. We'd just be like, eh, and like every now and then like I'll feel like I hear a response back, and that was like to like know that we were okay.
So you're living with your dad right now, or you're back at
yes, and I'm back at the house, but I
Okay.
have been splitting time just because it's been hard to fully transition back into it. So,
you know. Okay, so
We
let's
gotta do that.
let's pick another card.
okay.
To conclude this awesome. Oh, this has probably been one of my most interesting.
This has been a cool one.
Yes,
We
it
even had a little. We even had a little moment
know.
in here.
I love that.
Yeah. Wow. I can almost guarantee it. If that's what comes out, I can almost guarantee.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it is. This is card of rest.
She's not
That's
suffering-
actually
she's not
wonderful.
She's not
Thank
suffering
you.
anymore. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. This is what we needed to hear. I love this.
Yeah.
This is good.
Which
Thank you,
is-
thank you, thank you, thank
Which
you.
we always would joke around about it because we're like, this girl never wanted to sleep. Now she's asleep.
She has no choice.
Now she's better. Now she has no
Yeah.
choice. So yeah, that makes.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
beautiful.
I think
Oh,
she's at
thank you.
peace.
This is I think
Yeah.
you needed to see this.
Yeah.
And I was getting a little bit worried too because I'm getting a little bit worried about you. So I was like, oh my god, if I'm getting worried about, can you imagine how she's being? But you know what?
I had a
think
feeling that's what
you're
something like that.
you're gonna be okay. You're gonna
Yeah.
be okay. You know, you're okay right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I said, time, the healing process. Okay, so let's see how Spiro is going to be. This is Spiro's concluding card.
Oh man, let's.
Okay, this is gonna be the near future. All right, and what fate has in store for him. All right, you ready? Here we go. Boom. Resisting temptation. Good. Keep it in your pants, boy. Keep it in your pants. That's good. No, like what other type of temptations do you drink, smoke, do drugs?
I don't drink or smoke. Again, like to the whole thing, I think keeping me away from like making bad decisions with myself in a time of grieving, where it's like you said, I'll be okay, instead of, don't let the negative energy come in and do that. Like, so accept that everything's gonna be okay. I think this really did help me a lot, because I did feel like, again, like there were some good moments and signs and everything like that. So at least that's how I interpret it, where it's like, because I don't really have any vices.
Yeah, I was just worried
like
about those few cards that we picked, but then after a while,
right,
it's weird that it happened like 30 minutes later, and you just kind of like, hey, I think maybe this is what it actually is.
Right, it was wild. So yeah, I at least interpret like that. It's
That's good.
I won't.
So just resist temptation, young man. You're still a very young man. Make good decisions. I think also because you're in the situation that you're in right now, things just might seem like, I'm just gonna do this because what do I have to lose?
Right.
So you gotta be careful with that. So this is actually might be a very serious card.
Absolutely.
We might joke about it. How do you do drugs? You do it. But you know what? Going through what you've gone through at such a young, age could really this could be something serious. Like you could have a lot of temptation that you could give into, like the evil, evilness and that negative energy can come in and just like
absolutely
you might be at a weak point and they're just like take over.
Right.
But thank you so much for being here with me. Oh my God, this was awesome. Thank you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Spiro, and actually Siavelis.
It was cool.
But you know what? Actually, I was talking to Chris Shaw. We're talking about your last name, and he said it doesn't matter. He's gonna get so big and famous. Just Spiro.
Chris
Shaw.
like
Madonna.
Chris Shaw is too nice of a
like
person.
Madonna. I know. I love Chris Shaw. He's awesome.
Man. He's such a good guy.
So tell everybody, where can they find you? On social media, TikTok, everything that works.
Literally any social media except Snapchat. Don't follow me on Snapchat because I'm not on it. So you're just going to be bored. But every other social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Triller, any social media platform, Spiro in that show. So my name's Spiro, Spiro, in that show.
Okay, and if you happen to be in Las Vegas, which club is like your home club, or like where's like your favorite spots that you're usually at, where if people just happen to be like, hey, I want to go find that guy, where could they most likely find you?
Most likely, right now, LA Comedy Club. I'm there a bunch of times during the week, and when Jimmy Kimmel's opens back up, I'm there a bunch as well. So those are my two main spots. I love them to death. Great people that run it. So definitely support comedy and the good venues. So
awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, and thank you for doing Tarot Card Comedy with Irma Ruiz. That's my name. Don't worry about it. Hasta luego. Pew, pew, pew.
How'd that sound, guys?
Can't push me over. Don't need it.